coming from New Zealand, the land of 29 odd million sheep, the idea that wool might create a more sustainable product, but also a better product, was a really interesting idea.
A lot of athletic or athleisure shoes are made of synthetics and other plastics. Just want to get your sort of take on why wool.
When you think of sustainable shoes, you think of probably poorly designed ones. There's some sort of trade-off in quality, but the idea that the environmentally sensitive material could also make a better product was a really interesting idea. And it all comes back to this raw material that we use, which is ZQ certified, which means it comes from the best farms. The animals are really thoughtfully cared for. It's really the best of the best, and we make that into a material that's in our shoes, and the wool that then does all the work. It wicks away moisture, regulates temperature, and is incredibly soft. So the wool really is at the core of it. We kind of like to say it's doing all the hard work.
So classically, the Allbirds shoes are devoid of branding. So why not? And do you think that's actually worked in your favor?
I think there's a shift in what brands are. I think a brand has to be more than a mark. It has to be truly about something, and I think that for me is sort of the future of business and the future of brand, and it's less about, hey, this is my logo and let's stamp it all over things, and it's more about what are you trying to do as a business, what are you making, what's the service that you're offering, and how are you doing it.
How many different prototypes did you go through, and how many different changes did you make over the course of, initial design to having it up on the shelf here?
The journey to arrive at Allbirds took many years and hundreds of prototypes before we arrived at the sort of the silhouette that we now sell. And since we've launched, we've probably made something like 27 changes based on listening to the consumer, improving the product. There has very much been this incredible feedback loop, which we kind of like to think of as the competitive advantage for our business, the ability to have this very narrow focused product line, to put it out into the world and then get immediate feedback from consumers on a tongue that's maybe slipping a little bit and rotating around when it's worn, and being able to change that and improve it. So the journey of kind of iterating and improving has kind of never really stopped, and that's what we've tried to do with every little aspect of the business.
Was wondering if you could share any details about future plans. You have two main shoes plus the small birds, which are adorable. But what's next for Allbirds?
So many things. It's going to be a really big year. I mean, I think we're sitting in a retail store that is really, really exciting for us. So this translation of the Allbirds experience from one that was just available online into a physical space, and this is now a second store. And wool is maybe what we've become famous for. But the idea of Allbirds as a natural material innovator, I think, is something that we certainly believe and have been working on from the very beginning. But there'll be new silhouettes and new styles and new stores and even new materials in 2018, so it's going to be a really big year for us.